Hey everyone, Irit here with another process video for HipKit Club, and today's layout has a product focus. So every week, I think, on the HipKit Club blog, maybe every month, I'm not sure, there's you should check the blog because there's all kinds of stuff going on with lots of really nice themes. So there are a lot of blog posts with several designs from the design team. So really there's tons of inspiration. And I know that there's Mixed Media Monday and then there's Product Focus. So this week I'm part of the Product Focus lineup, and I think Terry and Tara are also posting some great projects, and today we're focusing on the stamp sets from the Turn the Page collection, which came in one of the kits, I think maybe the embellishment kit. So I actually used it in a pretty subtle way. I had this photo that I really wanted to use of Ella on her first day in the third class, and I thought it looked really nice with this striped paper from the Turn the Page collection. I thought the colors coordinated nicely, and I haven't really used that color scheme until now with the kit. I think my layouts have been very colorful and pink, and I thought this would be a nice change. So you see me, I kept all the process in so you could see me mess up and change things up and also get some ideas. So my initial idea was to use this kind of square of pattern paper and then fill the white cardstock with stamped images around it. And I still really like this idea, but what I didn't like about it, I like it as it is now. And I think if I kept it this subtle or in line with the color scheme of the paper, the pattern paper, I think I would have liked it, but I went in a more colorful direction and I just didn't like how that looked. So I have this thing about color coordinating, and I decided to go through my inks and find colors that coordinated with the colors of the Turn the Page collection, and I used my like these cute puffy stickers to choose my colors. So this was a little bit of a long process because I'm so, I don't know, particular with these things. I wanted to get all the shades just right, and I have a lot of stamping inks that I don't use nearly as often as I should. And yeah, so I was auditioning all kinds of minty colors and pink colors, really trying to get the best match. And of course I don't end up using half of these at the end. So I'm just testing the color, even though I have the my swatches there. I probably should have just stayed with those, but I don't know, I wanted to see it on the paper, on the cardstock, and I'm just testing them on the part that I know will be covered had I used this paper, but I don't end up using it, this white cardstock. So I'm just trying to find colors that coordinate exactly, and yeah, I think hopefully at some point I cut out some of this, but this actually gives me some time to tell you about what's going on. And I have a relatively new class out. By the time this video will go live, the class has been already out for a week or so, and it's called Shop and Scrap, and it's all about shopping more intentionally for scrapbooking supplies and then getting over all the hoarding and precious feelings towards said new supplies and using them. So I have a whole chat video talking about the class, what's included, and why I created it. So in case you're interested, check that out. And it's currently on sale for $25, and the full price is $30. And the price will go up in a few days. yeah, let's say the 15th. Okay, October 15th, price goes up. So if you're interested, get it now while it's still on sale. So what's nice about the stamp set is that it has all kinds of images you can layer. You can layer the flower image and then the butterfly. And I wanted to kind of fill in some of those butterflies. And yeah, I should have stayed away from the pink and the other colors. I should have stuck with, you know, the gray and the mint and maybe the teal. Well, you'll see me correct my ways, and I just have a hard time working with multicolored prints, even when I create them, obviously. So I was just playing around with the different stamps. The stamp set is lovely. It's one of the stamp sets. It's the kind of stamp set that I find very easy to use, where the stamps are small, so really easy to add, you know, detail and like these cute images, and also of like really simple icons. So, you know, this could be used on pretty much anything, and I really like that. And it has a nice variety of images: the flower, the butterfly, and then a few little smaller embellishments. There's a heart, and just really cute, very versatile designs. So I'm filling in my space. You know, I'm also trying to, I turn the stamp as I stamp it around, so it doesn't have exactly the same shape and the same orientation, to give it that more, you know, like pattern paper look. And also stamping a little bit off the page, that also helps, making it look like a pattern. And yeah, then I decided I don't like that. So if I don't like something, I don't insist too much on it. I try to find a different design that I do like. So I decided to cut this paper a little bit and go with this kind of weird design where I have these two pieces of pattern paper at the two sides of my page. And actually from here on, everything really came together fast and easy. It was just the right way to go. And once I had those basic elements in place, I just went crazy with all the embellishments, and it was really, really fun to make. So again, I can kind of learn from my mistakes before and go for the look that I think works better with my photo and my papers, and just being a little bit more subtle and careful with my color choices. So I'm just, you can see, using very, like, more those outline stamps that still gives me a lot of white space. So it's very, very subtle. But I really like that, and I think it's such a great way to create your own custom pattern paper. You know, you can use whatever colors you want, and you can create any pattern. You can have it more loose or more dense with, you know, the butterflies or flowers closer to each other. And yeah, it's just a really nice, versatile set. So my stamping is done. And now I'm just adhering these papers, and I used this thicker alignment guide to line them up, which was really easy to use. So I'm happy to have that tool, and even though I didn't use it to align any thickers here, but it helped adhering these straight. So now what I want to do is build some layers of some photo mats behind my photo, and I'm staying with these colors that I have in the pattern paper, so those neutral grays and mint, really, really pretty colors. So I'm just going to add a few, and I also end up using some packaging. The one of the actually all the packaging of the Hip Kit Club, what are they called, exclusive, are really, really nice. It's usually some very simple pattern, like a stripe or something like that, in lovely colors, and you'll see what I mean soon. So I'm just layering some pattern paper and 2 pieces of cardstock, actually mint cardstock, and then some of the white cardstock from the botched paper from before. And then I decided maybe I want some more, and yeah, I don't know why I decided to go now to these bows. I guess I was just jumping ahead. I wanted to use some of these cute embellishments that I haven't used till now, like these clips and the bows, but it's a little bit too early, I think, in the design. And actually, I just actually really like how that looks. Should have kept it there, but I end up going in a different direction. So you'll see me doing that. And I think I created this layout after a little bit, after I took kind of a little break. I created 2 projects right when I got this kit, and then that gave me like a couple of weeks of not having to use it for my next design team project. So I was working on all kinds of other things, like finishing the class that I mentioned and all that. And the point is that I felt a little bit rusty, and there were like all these embellishments. I only made 2 layouts till now with this kit, so I have a ton of stuff left. And it was just, yeah, it took me some time to kind of go through things and see what I wanted to use. So we got in one of the kits these lovely cards from Crate Paper. I think it's also from Maggie Holmes' Carousel collection. And they're just lovely, detailed, layered cards. And I saw this kind of Ferris wheel, I think you call it, and you, the English speaking people in the audience. And I just liked the color because it really coordinated with my color scheme. So that's why I used it. And it's just a lot easier for me to use such a lovely round shape than to use that whole blocky card. So I just cut it out. And then I was looking through these stickers, and they actually had all kinds of phrases that worked well. And I really wanted to use this New Day sticker because it fit kind of my theme, but I really wanted to add it on top of my photo, but I didn't have enough space around Ella. And it's a clear photo, so if there's anything really dark or busy behind it, it kind of gets lost. But I think this is the perfect placement for it, and it actually ended up looking really good on top of the pattern paper and above my little Ferris wheel there. You also saw me add some regular foam that I use as foam adhesive. I just add the adhesive, and then I can pop things up a little bit. So I want to create, there's the packaging I was talking about. So this is from the alpha sheets, that like the alpha thickers that came in the main kit, those gold ones. And yeah, so that's the packaging, and it's fantastic. So I wanted my title to be Third Class, and I actually wanted to use these lovely kind of scripty font letter stickers that came in the embellishment kit, I think. But they don't have numbers, and the one time that I need a number, they didn't have that. So I took the number 3 from those gold letter stickers from the main kit, and it works really well. And I love that scripty font, and I think it also works well for that type of placement and design, that it's kind of very loose and like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Now it escaped my mind. But nothing here is straight or very official or formal, or the words are popping in my brain, and I don't think that's what I mean to say. Anyway, I'm adding my journaling on this cute journaling card, and it has that little paper plane on it, and I'm going to go crazy with all these paper planes and use, I think, all the paper planes from this collection. So the Turn the Page collection has these cute paper planes. It's one of the icons in it, or graphics in it. And I find it really, easy to do, just to repeat an element. If I have it in one place, then I just add it in more places. And that's what I did. So just going through those stickers, and basically I'm looking for things that coordinate with my color scheme. And I really like that little signs, like a bunch of signs sticker, and I liked how I placed it there, peeking behind the pattern paper. I thought that was really cute. So basically I'm just going through the embellishments and seeing what I can add that coordinates with my color scheme, and then I figure out if the wording is right or if I can use it. And some pieces go back and then some stay. That bird was super cute. And you'll just see me, it starts kind of simple and then it gets more layered and more layered with more embellishments and more embellishments. And I really enjoyed this part of the process. It was just a lot of fun. This collection just has an assembly of really, really cute embellishments, and yeah, it was just very easy to use. So these are like the wood veneers, and I don't know, I have a hard time using wood veneers. It's just my thing. I think they are lovely, and I really tried to use a bunch of them, and I think only 2 made it to the final layout. So that bunny is not connected to anything, but I thought it looked good. Of course, the first place that I positioned it, and then I decided to move it around and see if it looked good in other places. And of course it comes back to where I started with it. And yeah, I just want to add some more of these cute paper planes, and just trying to fit the embellishments that coordinate with the color schemes, because honestly I'm all about the random. I don't know if a bird makes sense here, but it doesn't need to make sense. It just needs to look cute and work with my colors and design. So that's the list of demands that I have from my embellishments. And yeah, just trying different things. I really wanted to use those florals and just moving it around until I finally find a place. I wanted to stick something behind the pattern paper because I really liked how that looked, but it just wasn't working with these flowers. Another paper plane, and I'm just trying to find a place for it that it is not too close to the other paper planes. I'm just trying to spread it around, and eventually I decided to put them around Ella. Poor little Ella. I hope they don't scare her. So yeah, that's it. What else do I have to say? I don't know, not a lot going on. It's just been really quiet week. Lily started kindergarten, and for now she goes there for like a couple of hours a day, and I'm always kind of stunned that I have a couple of hours at home where I'm like home alone, and I don't have to listen to, if like, usually when it's quiet at home, it's because she's taking a nap, and then I'm always, on alert to hear if she's crying or needs anything. And it's just really, really strange. So I come home and I can have a quiet breakfast, and then I can like do stuff. It's very weird. She's almost 2 and I can't even remember what it's like to be alone or not to have to take care of people. So it's a very strange experience, and I'm enjoying it. I'm glad that she's getting used to the kindergarten. It's taking time. It's almost been, I think, a month since the kindergarten started, and we're up to 2 hours a day. So slow and steady, right? So here you can see a lot of things happened. Some more embellishments found their way. I added these cute bows that I actually up until the very last moment, I didn't even realize that they were from a different collection. The colors just worked so perfectly that I was sure they were also from the Turn the Page collection, but they're not. They're from Amy Tangerine's new collection called Hustle and Heart. And they're just these cute kind of faux leather suede little bows. And yeah, I put one also on Ella's head. I thought it was super adorable. So you can see now the close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this and feel inspired to go play with your kids or this collection if you haven't. I wish you a lovely day. Thanks for watching. Bye.